This is the new OS FS-20 that I picked up today. Actually, I got it in a trade for my FS-20. I just took it outside and ran it, but as customary with me, I like to kind of take a little bit closer look at some of my engines that I pick up, especially when they're used. So I'm just going to take this down just a little bit so I can get a better idea what's going on inside. See what kind of run time it's got. If I can try and guess that anyway. I hear you, Chloe. Yeah, what's going on, little girl? Let's take this carburetor off first. Carb is off. I do not see a gasket on there. We could have a leakage issue there, potentially. Pop this exhaust off here. Okay, next back plate. I'm going to leave this choke assembly on here. It's really not going to be in my way at all. The way those are popping loose like that kind of feels like this has never been opened before. This engine is a vintage, like early 80s. It's when the FS-20 came out, so I don't know how long the production run was. I can't imagine it going much longer than 90, if even that. So this has got to be a pretty old engine. And for it never to have been opened up would be kind of amazing. Screws over here, carb screw there. See the inside? Doesn't look too bad. Got really nice compression. I mean, it ran really well. Sorry, my lens cover kind of got out of control there. I'm just going to kind of wipe off some of these things here. Now again, I'm not seeing a gasket on the back of this plate, which is odd because the way those screws were torqued, it kind of felt like it had never been opened before, but I really thought that OS always supplied these engines with gaskets, but maybe this early version they didn't. I don't know. So I just see a little bit of stuff in here. I'm probably just going to kind of wipe that real quick. I'm not really going to tear this thing down because it's in good shape. The only thing that I don't particularly care for at this moment is this prop, or the drive washer, is really marred up, and I noticed that previous owner, somebody had cut this crankshaft off, so it's shorter than normal, which kind of sucks really, but let's go and look at the valve train here. Very clean looking in there. Like I said, when I ran it, I didn't set the valves or anything, and it ran pretty well, so I can probably check them. Obviously, if I'm going to take the head off, which that's as far down as I'm going to go, I am going to take the head off. I do want to see the top of the piston. I'll have to reset the valves then, but I am curious about what the top of the piston looks like. Noticeably curious about that. So we'll remove this screw that holds this valve assembly. And it looks like it's just these other 4 head screws here. I guess I probably didn't need to take that out. I thought there was maybe another head screw under there, but since there's not, you know what? Since there's not, I think I'll go ahead and just kind of drop these back on here. Since there's nothing under there keeping that head in place, I'll just leave that in place here and just kind of pop this off real quick. Again, these feel pretty tight, like they've never really been apart, which is a good thing. Good thing for me in a trade. They're tight, and they're definitely not coming out real easy. Okay, well, the head does look like it's got some use there. Kind of nasty, actually. Is that a gasket? No. Oh yeah, there's a gasket. I'm going to make sure I don't deform that. Okay, I'm kind of glad I did do this now. Engine definitely has some runtime on it. Okay, now the all-important, what do the valves look like? Okay, yeah, there's definitely some runtime there. I might actually I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning in there, try and get this cleaned up, because these screws were kind of gummed up. They weren't real easy to get in and out, so I'm going to at least clean those threads up. Not sure how much further I'm going to take this. I really don't want to take the piston out, because to do that, you got to get the sleeve out. That sleeve isn't just jumping out like it's ready to come out, so I think we're going to leave it at that for now.